Hello guys, how are you doing? So today is the 10th day of my streak and I'm glad that I've never broke the chain and yeah, it's just the third. It's the third of my challenge and time flies actually. Yeah, I don't believe that it's already 10th day and I haven't jumped off yet. So, and to be honest, I don't know, maybe if you can see that or not, but I can definitely see some improvement. So, and to be frank, I would say that it would be pretty safe to disclose that probably it's the good way to track your progress in English. So if you want to speak more, so maybe just talk on camera. I don't know if anybody can do that or not. Maybe some people are very afraid of public speaking, but I think that's great for just learning process for your pronunciation too, because I don't know, it's very cool to be able to speak and uh, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. So what I want to say is it really improves your ability to stay on track, like to keep talking about the certain topic and not being swayed by some other thoughts on your mind. And also, it allows you to choose words better. And yeah, it's increased my fluency. Maybe it's because I've already had two classes, so I'm recording this video in between my classes. And yeah, maybe it's because of that, because I've had some warm up already. So when you're warmed up, you actually speak better, and believe it or not, your tongue is like a muscle, and you need to stretch it, you need to warm it up, and the better you warm it up, the better you speak. And I think the same goes for brain as well. So recently I watched some video. It wasn't recently, actually, I'm lying. It was like 2 years ago. I watched a video about how to be more fluent. And interestingly enough, this is a video not for English learners, but it's just for just people who barely can speak their own language, I think. So, and she recommended just to set the timer for 5 minutes. And for example, you go for A, and you go and you tell all the words that you know starting with A letter, and then you go for B, for C, for D, and yeah, and then you count the words that you pronounced, and yeah, every time you practice, you're trying to increase this count. So I haven't tried it. Maybe I think I should, but the problem is that you sometimes might know just very niche words that you don't really need, like that other people don't need. What's the point of the words if others don't understand you? Like, what's the point of these fancy terms and words that others cannot understand you? I think the best strategy to be fluent, to be understandably fluent, if it makes sense, so everybody else can comprehend what you're talking about, is to learn general words and to be able to play around with the usual standard vocabulary. I think that's a very important skill for people, because fancy words are nice, but on the other hand, yeah, you can, not sounding like a breaking record, you can get into the situation where you just others just think that you are an idiot. Not like an idiot, you're a snob, they think that you look down on them and talking very high language for no reason. So I don't think that strategy is very nice. But warming up before talking is really, it's working strategy, and I use it, and it's nice. It's nice, and actually, it also your speaking abilities highly depend on your mood. For example, now I don't know. I'm on a ball. I'm just ready to go, and I feel good. The sun is shining. and I slept off very, very well today. So, and yeah, I'm good, and that's why probably my dopamine is high, and it makes me high. And it makes me speak better and just achieve my goals. So whatever buzzword you want to use, whatever buzz sentence you want to use, I don't know. So yeah, so today I've got a lot of classes because I work every single day, and strangely enough, my the worst days come on the most, not the worst, I would say, the most intense working days come on weekdays, weekends. What's wrong with me today? Yeah, I've just bragged about me being able to speak well. I'm just keep fucking up. Uh, so yeah, and I've got a lot of classes today, and I've got Turkish as well, which I really like. I like Turkish language. I think it's better than both my native language and English too. Like, I love Turkish. It should be international for sure. It's so convenient. It's so, by the rule. I mean, there are not many exceptions, and you can be sure if you know the rules, you can be sure that you will sound more or less naturally. Where in English, for example, it's not the case at all, and you have to remember, have to memorize every single situation you get into, with all those phrasal verbs and all these exceptions from the rules. It's a nightmare. I think it's a nightmare. It's not. It doesn't feel nightmarish to me, but I think for people who are just starting learning English, it's just it's something else. Yeah. So I think enough rambling for today. So have a good one, guys, and don't forget to write comments. And I'm checking on you. So if you are actually finished this video or not. So if you have finished this video, I mean, if you got to this point, me saying this, please write a comment. For example, I have finished the video, I've done my homework, something like that. All right. So take care, guys. See you tomorrow.